Hey patrons, welcome back to Darnley Cyber Cafe. Coffee Roast Edition. The place where we talk privacy, cybersecurity, and why that "it's all handled" statement from big tech companies should never be taken at face value. I'm feeling like a dark roast today. Checkpoint Software, a major name in the cybersecurity game, may have just been served a big slice of humble pie. A hacker group, or maybe a lone actor, calling themselves Core Injection, is claiming they've got a hold of Checkpoint's internal data. They're asking for over $400,000 in Bitcoin to hand it over. So today we're talking about the admin credentials, including access to 121,000 plus accounts, sensitive project files, source code, and contact info for employees and customers. Also, access to internal tools that could potentially let them reset two-factor authentication. Sounds scary, right? Because it is. Here's the twist. Checkpoint's response was basically, "Don't worry, it's old, handled it months ago." And they described it as a very pinpointed event and said customer systems were not touched. But let's get real for a second. Why do cybersecurity companies say it's handle? Well, that's PR 101 damage control. I've seen that many times before. If they say, "Yep, we got a breached and it was pretty bad," investors panic, customers start questioning their contracts, news outlets go wild, and the stock drops. It's a nightmare. So instead, they try to minimize it. They use phrases like limited scope, no risk to customers, handled internally, old credentials. But here's the thing. Timing does not erase the risk. Whether the breach happened yesterday or last December, if credentials were stolen and systems were accessed, there's a real-world consequence. And I'll be honest, as always, if a hacker is sitting on admin level data, they're not listing it for $400,000 just for fun. They know the value of what they got. So what will hackers do with this data? Oh, they got options. Let me list them. 1. Sell it to competitors or nation-state actors. Source code and internal diagrams are a gold for reverse engineering products or finding new exploits. Number 2, use it in phishing campaigns. With employees' names, emails, and insider knowledge, they can craft incredibly convincing attacks. Number 3, credential stuffing. If passwords were or are reused, which happen all the time, some of you may be guilty of this, they will try them on other systems. Number 4, hold it for future leverage. Sometimes stolen data sits for years before being used, until the right opportunity comes up, which is why I always say that regardless if it's happened many months ago or tomorrow, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when they use it. Number 5, use it to breach customers. Even if customer systems weren't directly affected, understanding how Checkpoint integrates with them could help hackers find cracks elsewhere. This breach, if real, is like getting into a peek of the blueprints of a fortress. Even if the gates are closed now, knowing the layout helps if you're trying to break in later. Why this should worry all of us. Cybersecurity companies are the guardians. They're supposed to be Fort Knox. If someone breaks into the vault, even a small room, we have to ask, how? And if they are not being transparent, this is a red flag. Especially when screenshots show admin access, API keys, and contracts stretching out to 2031. There's also concern about regulatory compliance. If this was a material event, and it certainly sounds like it could be, why wasn't it disclosed publicly in December? For a publicly traded company, transparency is not optional. It is a responsibility. So, okay, great, Darnley, that's fine, but what can we do? How to protect yourself even when the pros mess up? Number 1, use unique passwords for every service. If this data includes plain text or hashed passwords and you reuse them, you're a sitting duck. This is why you should use password managers to manage all these passwords. Turn on two-factor authentication everywhere and don't rely on SMS text if you can avoid it. There are many applications out there that uses the 6 digital rotation keys that you may have seen at your bank. There are many application apps out there that allow this. Number 3, watch for phishing. Especially if you're a Checkpoint customer or employee, if you get a weird email pretending to be from support, be suspicious. Trust no one. Number 4, stay educated. Cybersecurity is not just for the I team, security teams anymore. Every single user is part of the security net. And number 5, push for transparency. If you're a customer of a security vendor, you deserve clear answers about their breaches. Look, at the end of the day, no system is 100% secure. But when the folks selling security get breached and spin the narrative, it's not just about the hack, it's about the trust. That's our full brew for today, people. Stay safe out there, encrypt what you can, question what you're told, and always read between the lines. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Darnley Cyber Cafe. Like and subscribe for future roasts. Until next time, keep your coffee hot, your data private, and remember, knowledge is power.